now serving breakfast on Mars.
Hey everyone, I'm Venkman. This is Breakfast on Mars. Before I introduce my guests, I want to give a shout out to another YouTube channel called Beers and Rants, who I guess inspired me to start this show. And also, if any of you in the local, or the bigger LA area have, any tire needs,
Problems.
Call Tire Bros Plus at 323-507-5821 and ask for Pedro. All right, so back with me are John and Samoan from the local LA music.
Hey, what's up?
Episode.
How's it going, guys? How's it
Oh,
hanging?
what's up?
So what have you guys been up to since the last time we talked?
I cut down my masturbation from 5 sessions to 3 sessions.
Really, I increased.
So I think, yeah, you know when they say if you get rid of 1 session, someone else gets it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
that's what
passed it on
happens,
to
yeah.
me.
Well, you gotta masturbate twice a day, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
like twice
Nice
a
going
day.
to do 4 times a
I always
day.
carry 2 pocket sandwiches with me
Minimum.
all the time.
Did you guys ever hear about that guy like masturbated like 40 times in a day and he died?
No way.
Hey, no.
I believe
You know
it.
what? Your true story? I
Is it
did either
something
42, 44. That's
got
my
it.
record.
On
No,
a
a day.
A
No,
day?
not a day. One day I did like all those.
It was like a whole fucking session, huh? But you had a
Eventually, it
phone
was
and picture.
just like it was like so sensitive. It was just like a little touch, it would just set me off. Now, I remember last time we left off, you guys were looking for another bandmate to play. What was it? Bass? Or
Anything.
Anything?
Anything pretty
Yeah.
much right now.
The
Because you guys
triangle.
haven't played any shows, right?
No, we have one coming up on Saturday actually. The day today is the 19th. We have a show next Saturday, the 26th,
On the 26th?
In Arizona.
Where?
in Arizona somewhere.
Arizona.
Throughout the city.
For all you
by
Arizona
Phoenix.
listeners.
Arizonians.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna be down there.
And you were also telling me about, oh yeah, that is what you were telling me, right? What was it that you said it was like 3 days?
That's for another
yeah.
another time.
Talk about that.
Oh, I have 4 shows coming up in somewhere deep in Mexico.
And the same band or
A
different?
different band. I wish it was this band, but our singer can't travel.
So to remind everyone, Samoan and John are in Mente Corrupta together, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
And this other band, what band is it?
I'm talking about La Pobresca right now.
Oh, okay.
I think.
And they're all pretty much, they're the same
Same
kind
style
of,
music.
Same style of music, right?
Yeah, a little different. A
Oh,
lot
a little
different.
bit more hardcore.
Yeah. A little
Okay.
bit on the metal
Or more
side.
softer.
How would you describe your audiences at these shows?
They're like a half chip.
Bunch
Like,
of
are they
scums.
just do they just stand around? Do they dance? Do they skank? Do they pit?
everything, and then they pass
A little
out.
bit of everything, yeah.
I remember, I don't know, there was a pit going on at one of your shows, and I got in there and I knocked some girl down, and I got scared, and I just fucking walked away. I didn't even help her out. I got nervous, and I just left. I went to go hide
Wait, when was this?
at the House of Blues show.
House of Blues. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Where was it at?
The House of Blues?
Oh,
House of Blues.
you're a fucking asshole.
Nonsense.
Where's the other house? Is there another House of Blues here?
Yeah.
Where?
So right here down the street, there's a lot of Crips. It's blue, and they live there. No, Anaheim.
Anaheim?
There's like in Vegas. There's also like in San Diego.
It should be called the Houses of Blues, huh?
Yeah.
Instead of
You
just
should.
one.
I mean, there's not just one. There's plenty.
Yeah.
Houses
Should go with that.
Houses of Blue. Really?
Oh, just so you guys know, in the background, you'll probably hear Pedro. He used to sing for us.
You want to say hi, Pedro?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
We have Robert wearing goggles and drawing.
Robert, my sometimes sidekick.
And then we
All
have
of the
Gilbert over here, Mr. Singer for Café con Tequila and Operation Someone Knows. No one knows.
I would also like to say
Starting in his one-man
I'm gonna
film.
start working with Mente Corrupta.
Oh yeah, he's gonna start working with
Oh,
us.
really?
He's gonna
Yeah.
start carrying my guitar.
Little collaboration.
You gonna be a roadie?
Yeah,
He's
but
gonna carry my
honestly, after they get back from Arizona.
Yeah, you know,
we've been
backup
working all
vocals.
along. I love their music. I'm a big fan and friend. So
He's gonna open the
Thanks,
beers
man.
for
We
me.
appreciate that. Thanks.
He's gonna open the beers for me
I already do that.
and drink them himself though. He's an
That's the
asshole.
problem. That's why he stopped me from doing
You guys see yourselves playing at any of the other House of Blues?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah, we would like
That'd be
to.
nice.
Anaheim,
Just a,
San Diego.
you guys know of any fans like in Anaheim? Like, do you
Pretty
have a-
sure Orange County has a big.
Because you guys
like,
pretty much cover like, not just the
Well,
LA area.
we
I mean,
played
obviously,
in
there's
we played
other
in San
states,
Diego before too.
One time for being the
You haven't
Oh
gone up
yeah,
the
this guy
singer-
played in San
One
Diego.
time for being the singer for Mente Corrupta, I got a free lunch at Denny's.
I thought you were gonna say blowjob or something.
A free lunch at Denny's, when was this?
That's a while back.
Oh, shit, I was there.
I also got a free T-shirt one time at the swap meet.
Nice.
Think
He's
I
got his perks.
You guys haven't played up north?
yeah, Berkeley and San Francisco.
San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Is there any difference between the audience here and the audience over there?
I like to think so, yeah.
Because I do know that like a lot of bands talk about like audiences being more active in certain places and other ones either like kind of a letdown.
The funny part about San Francisco, sometimes you run into a lot of people that used to live out here
Oh, yeah.
Or-
Well, a lot of people go over there for schools and all
or
that.
school. They're like, oh yeah, I'm from LA, but I go to school out here.
Yeah, no, but I do hear there's like a good like underground music scene over there in San Francisco.
Yeah.
Sort of like punk and also like post-punk over there.
Well, when we played down in San Francisco, we had a pretty big show. It was
that's
pretty.
Yeah, it got like pretty
Wait.
crowded.
At the Gilman?
I don't know. where
No, it was a
at.
different one. It was at the
It was not bad. It was.
Mission, I think, something.
Yeah,
Submission, like an art space thing.
There you go.
Art
Shout out to
something
that
thing.
place, huh?
Yeah, that place.
It was still going on.
It's a pretty crazy night too.
So, Samoan.
Yeah.
Looking good today, man. I
know,
feel
seriously.
you guys
Thanks,
dressed up
man,
good.
Buttoned up and
This
everything.
guy-
Yeah, I heard I was having an interview, another podcast. So I had
This
to
guy
dress
has
up,
a button-up shirt and a tie. This other guy has a button-up shirt, looking all sharp. I'm over here with a hoodie, an LA hat, like always.
I wanted to ask you guys last time about, because I'm always interested like in,
Drugs?
well, I don't know. I mean, you guys wouldn't be down to like try shrooms?
Yeah, I would be down.
Yeah?
Yeah, I have a story
You
about
don't
that.
seem, John doesn't seem like the type of like drug person. I don't know.
No.
I don't get that off you.
I'm not.
You get it
But
off
you
of
wouldn't
me?
try it? You
No.
seem like
You
you'd
get
be
it off
into
of
it, like
Yeah.
not like intensely into it, but you know, you seem casually like you'd be into it.
about drugs next time.
Let's do one on drugs.
Acidics are.
That would be a
heavy.
good episode.
For what?
Acidics
I have a
are.
couple
Oh,
stories.
acidics? No, yeah.
Yeah, they're like a heavy thing. You
Yeah,
gotta
but
get
I-
used to that.
I heard
wouldn't
acid,
really-
like once you take it like twice, it's like in your system forever. Is that true?
Well, I
I
heard
wouldn't know.
acid is like supposedly in you for like over 12 hours.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing.
Shrooms,
But they're
I
two
know
very
is
different
less.
experiences, right?
Yeah, I'm
One's
guessing.
hallucinating,
Both.
I think
Well, they're both
hallucinating.
LSD, so.
Yeah. But one, you wouldn't, none of you know like from experience the difference, like the
Well,
exact
it's
difference.
all like the same, but it's just either where you are as a person, where you're having a good trip or a bad trip.
I have a story about one time I was drunk,
Mm.
coked out, on shrooms, and high. And
How was
I
that?
ended up in the Inlet River,
What?
4 in the morning.
Were you fishing?
I was just in the river.
Oh no,
I was just in the river.
in the river doing what?
Fishing?
Standing there. It was
Like inside the
river-
actual water?
Yeah, like the river that's like, you can actually go to the river. The one
Where there's
by,
actual.
Island Park or
Yeah.
yeah, over there. I somehow ended up
You just
there.
woke up inside the
No,
water?
no, I was with people, but like,
Oh.
I don't remember how I got there.
Like
So
all of a
it was-
sudden you were there, and all of a sudden you become aware and you're
yeah,
there.
Like, oh shit, what the fuck? But I mean, my shoes were
Jeez.
off.
At least you took them off. All right, so this stuff in Arizona. What's that gonna be like? How you guys gonna get there?
We're gonna walk.
Eh?
Right, so we're gonna head out
Make sure to take water. It's
in a
fucking
little bit.
hot. Well, what part of
Now
Arizona?
we're playing.
Um,
The big city would be Phoenix.
Phoenix, right?
But I think it's close to what they call Tempe.
Tempe, huh?
Yeah,
I'm
that's what they call it.
I believe
know
it.
much about
You sound so
Arizona.
confident, I believe
Yeah.
it.
There's truth in your words.
Yeah, it's,
You guys excited? What are you guys looking forward to out there? Do you guys just go there, play shows, or do you go and then like sort of sightsee and all that?
hopefully, maybe me and Samoan are gonna go catch a Dodger game
Yeah, we're trying to do that.
because they're in spring training out in Arizona right now.
Oh, cool.
So
Camelback.
yeah, they'll play the Mariners. So that's exciting for me.
Catch a game.
But
Yeah.
I've never been sightseeing. The only times I've been to like Arizona in general, like Phoenix, was to play shows. I've never been to just like,
Anywhere else?
well, actually, the only time I guess you want to say like, I did go one time for another spring training game, and then I also saw Revolution and Atmosphere.
All right.
I guess that's something.
At the
I don't
same
like.
day?
Revolution.
I don't like Revolution. so
Shout
much,
outs to Revolution.
Shout outs to the revolution.
What is the revolution?
We are.
Oh, it's like a reggae band
It's a reggae band.
Yeah,
in English though.
they're really
Oh, in
good.
English?
They're really good.
Yeah, they're actually like you should check them out. People like them.
Smoke dabs. It's the best kind of music to chill to.
It's almost like this, like Aventura. No, I'm playing.
This is what Aventura is to Hispanic people.
You guys don't.
Aventura is what Aventura
Well, what
is.
type of music is Aventura?
Aventura is what?
Bachata.
Horchata.
Bachata.
You guys don't like anything like about their music?
I like the way
Bachata?
the guitar
Yeah,
style
like,
playing.
that's what I hear a lot. Like the guitar
It's mostly like guitar and percussion.
Everybody smokes some right now.
That's-
Yeah.
I think
The
that's
bass,
what I
the
think.
bass stands out. The similar thing about the bass and like this style of bachata, like the patterns that they use are similar to like ska music too. A lot of fifths and a lot of things like that. I know because I know I use some of them when I play.
Hey, as a band, you guys don't like
Sell drugs,
nah.
transport.
You guys
like
don't
drugs.
because you know a main thing you see that you recognize
Right.
from some certain bands are like the pictures they take, whether they be like out in the street.
Oh yeah,
or-
like the
You guys
LA
don't do,
River.
Like group photos.
Like, you guys
Six-
don't, like, yeah,
six
group
feet.
photos.
we
Six
have
feet
done,
bridge.
we haven't done a group photo in a long time. Let's just put it like that.
But you
Yeah.
guys would be like down
To
if
do
someone
it.
to do like photo shoots and all that.
All the time.
Oh yeah.
I was actually thinking about doing a Mente Corrupta calendar.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Like suspenders, no shirt,
Oh.
I'm
that good
gonna
shit.
have like I'm gonna be like sitting down
like a lane.
and I'm gonna be holding. I'm gonna be like naked with a hat on and holding my bass because the bass has a longer like neck and a longer, you know.
You know what? Weird
Someone
story.
could hold like the cymbal stand.
Or the trombone.
I could also see you with bowls around.
Oh yeah, a bowl of ramen on the side.
You know, when I was working for a computer company, like a while back, this guy
Napster?
brought like a
LimeWire?
computer to get it fixed or something, right? And he left to talk to my boss or something. And I was checking it out, and I think I accidentally threw something in the trash, so I went to go look for it, and there was like a picture of a naked guy on there. I was like, oh shit! Like, how do you like unsee that? You know? You don't. And then it was just
Yeah.
weird after that. Like, what the fuck
Did
am I
you
gonna say
or
to this
did
guy?
you really go to the trash to go see what he was really hiding?
Yeah, it's like with my phone. I just got a new phone, and my before I could erase anything, my other phone got like fucked up. So I'm pretty sure there's some fucked up shit in there that the people from AT&T are gonna find out, and they were like, "Oh damn, this guy's a fucking freak." Let me call him up.
Hey, where is
Damn.
it?
Yeah, it's cool
For
like that.
for what?
Huh?
For what? Just to.
So for a good time.
Everybody covers their faces now.
You guys don't.
Yeah, the flash is too strong.
If you guys say you guys don't have like certain standards, you guys try to keep your bandmates like
They
sort
don't
of
have standards.
too like you guys don't like say like, hey, don't party too hard because it'll give us a bad image or something.
Nah. All
Not
I
about
say
a bad
is,
image. It's just about if don't get too messed up
The-
that you're not able to play.
yeah, that's I don't like what happens. The reason we're kind of strict before we play is just to make sure we sound good and we don't look stupid.
Yeah.
And then after, like, shit, do whatever you want. Like,
It's kind of hard to
After-
stay away from all that because I guess the whole music or rock lifestyle is there's
Sex, drugs,
there's
and rock
sex,
and
drugs,
roll?
rock and all. Yeah. It's hard. It's kind of hard
Well,
to.
I'll tell you one
that's
thing.
a stereotype.
Stereotypes, man.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is for the majority you do hear that. Like, I mean, there's people who fall into like vices and
Oh,
all
yeah,
that.
there
and
is.
there's, it's not something you can exactly
It's
like
around.
keep away from.
Yeah, but that's the thing about stereotypes. They might be.
Yeah.
yeah, like, I'm pretty sure, like, back then, I used to have a girlfriend who thought I used to have a bunch of groupies, and I was like, yeah, I'm in the wrong scene for that if you're thinking that thing.
Yeah.
You guys
Like-
mentioned that last time. Like, just because you're in a band doesn't mean you're gonna get girls, and if you're in it for the girls, it's not.
Yeah, you
it's
could be in
not
a
worth it
band, but
'cause-
you could still be ugly as fuck.
Yeah. But I mean, if you're in I guess if you're like one of the like, I guess the top bands, then obviously pussy's gonna be
Yeah.
around, because I guess because you have money. And
It's
all that.
happened. It's happened actually. It happened to me when I played a show in Mexico. A girl actually wanted to make out with me. That was pretty cool, but I was like, nah, can't do it. You just want me for my papers. Nah, I didn't.
She made out with Josh.
Nah, that was a different show.
She mentioned that first
Yeah.
Huh?
Put them on blast.
You're in a band and not having to worry.
I'm glad of Concord, huh?
A kiss is not a contract. A kiss is not a contract.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay, I
so-
remember that one.
Yeah, that was like probably like the only time. That was pretty cool.
You guys don't ever feel like you'd want to, I guess, work with someone who's sort of in a completely different genre of music, like say a rapper or something.
Yeah, that would
someone
be
who's
cool.
Well,
into
actually,
rap.
one of our friends does like hip hop, like, and he does like
Wh-
those styles. He actually helped. Remember? Well, we call him Cosmo, but he has his own separate name now.
Palabra Malabares.
Yeah. But he actually wrote one of our songs, like a verse for one of our songs. Oh, and
Hey,
Oscar
Oscar.
just came, and Oscar plays for
Yeah,
all
Oscar.
of
Oh,
them.
Oscar.
And I saw him the other day while I was going to work, but he couldn't see me. He was right next to me.
What up, brother?
Yeah, so that
Full of musicians here
that idea has always been in the back burner. It's just a matter of
executing. Yeah,
Yeah, because you don't want to do it and sound like, make it sound just like you rushed it or something.
yeah, something.
You actually want it to be
Because it's a
like,
big
flow
step. Because I
naturally.
mean, there's obviously fans who aren't gonna be, you know,
yeah.
like they're gonna like
You'll,
it. So,
you'll be surprised though. A lot of people from
Yeah.
the, like I guess our ska scene, likes a lot of different styles of music.
I mean, like you said last time, because we're in the area where you know rap was so big back, especially back in the '90s, that it's kind of hard not to like it.
You
Yeah.
listen to it without even wanting to.
Yeah, without wanting to. But it is something where I feel. Fuck. I lost my train of thought.
It's just around us all the time. Like if even nowadays, if you like are chilling in the front, a car's bound to pass like bumping some like, I guess rap, or like my neighbors, my old neighbors still bump some like hip hop, and you just wake up and you're like, oh, all right, cool, I know that song.
Yeah, that's true. Well, what I was gonna say was I feel like some bands try not to go that route just because they feel like they're too worried that the fans aren't gonna follow them down that path, you know. But then some do take that jump, and I guess sometimes they get criticized for changing their sound. And there's always gonna be like
You always get criticized.
Yeah, you get criticized.
Like you want to
anyway.
say they sold out, like
Yeah, they
like what
sold
happened
out.
with Metallica with the Black Album.
Yeah, I hear that a lot.
It was a good
Well, what
album.
happened with Dieter Ramon when he became a rapper?
Rapper, yeah,
but
he
yeah, he
always-
wasn't good.
Do you guys think that's a good thing? You think bands they should like set aside like what they feel their music should, what the fans think their music should be, and pursue what they think their music should be?
The way I see it is, like the band should do 2 albums for the people, and 1 album from
The
the
third is the experimental kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because I know Interpol did that. You know, Interpol came out with their first 2 albums and they were pretty similar in sound, and then the third one's a lot more orchestrated, filled with like keyboards and all that.
Yeah.
You guys,
This would be my response. I think regardless, like whenever you're a musician or an artist or whatever you want to call yourself, you always want to improve. You always want to make better songs than the ones you had before. You always want to blend in different styles. But regardless of whatever songs you make, in the end, people are always going to say, like the first songs you ever came up with, they're going to say, oh, they used to be better when they used to play these songs, because regardless, people still want to hear the songs that you came out with. Like, doesn't matter. Like, even nowadays, like people, they get way more hype, like with big artists, like, oh, yeah, their new songs play, that's cool, but once they play like one of their old songs, they're like, oh yeah, that's when they were like even better.
yeah, no, I
So-
hear that a lot. And I don't get it, because you can't expect the band to sound the same all the
Or
way
play
through.
the
That's gonna be
same
kind
song
of
for
boring in a
10
way,
years.
you know? Yeah,
Kind
exactly.
of repetitive.
You don't want to, like, you as like individuals and as like people that play in bands, the goal has always been to make more songs.
Well,
you
yeah,
know?
you have to
You're not to
sort
play
of
like the
evolve
same 5
also.
songs over and
Yeah.
over.
And plus, even if you don't change, people are gonna start criticizing like, oh, they're the same, they're boring, they're not gonna change, you know. So either way, it's like you get.
But at the end of the day, they're always gonna criticize.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's gonna be those that are gonna be criticizing, and those are gonna be saying, oh, they used to be cool back in the day. It happened to us when this guy used to sing for us. Or like, oh,
so
they
it's already
sounded
happened to
they
you.
sounded better when Pedro was in the band.
Yeah.
Well, back then we only had 4 songs. Like, how much good could we sound with 4 songs? I mean, he remembers one show we ran out of songs that they're like, play another one. We're like, we don't have any more. And then one of his friends are like, play that one song again. And we played that song, and no, it's pretty embarrassing for us. But I mean, we did it.
Beginning, though.
Yeah.
Is there a huge difference between your live sound and your recorded sound?
Well, recording, you could take your time. You
And
could.
it's a lot more polished. Of
Yeah,
course.
it's like, well,
You guys feel like
You can put the auto tune.
like one sounds better than the other, or?
it's
'Cause
always
usually-
the thing about it. I think live recordings, you should take your time to make it sound good. Don't rush it.
Yeah, once.
And then once you play live, bring in the energy and make it sound. Go with the crowd. You know, you're not gonna play like you know how the Ramones used to play it. All their songs are super slow.
Yeah, and then when
But once they
were
play
they're,
live, it's
super
like
fast.
super fast.
It was
and
like
shit like that.
half the time almost.
Like a good example would be like Led Zeppelin, when their recording stuff sounds amazing, but their live stuff sounds kind of like
You know
all
what?
over the place.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, what's up?
I'm not a big fan of Led Zeppelin.
Oh,
It's
okay.
that crazy. I mean, obviously you respect, everyone, has their own
Yeah.
thing. You know what? It's not that I don't like them, it's that I haven't had enough chance or enough time to sort of like explore them, Because Because I mean, when everyone starts talking about these bands and they keep talking about it, you're sort of like, oh, I'm gonna put it off for a while.
Yeah.
And so I still haven't had time. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, I know there's a bunch of bands who sound good in their like studio recordings, but once you hear them live, they're like, oh no, they
That's
sound
a
like
lot
shit.
of rappers. No,
Yeah,
like
because
some,
in the studio you put all these things that you really can't sometimes do like in the actual.
Imitate and
Because I heard New Order, like they had trouble playing that Blue Monday song live. Like when they just had it or something, like there were so many things that they needed to do on stage that it was kind of impossible for them to play.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's like aware of the Super Bowl. None of them perform. Like they're there lip syncing, pretending to play like their instruments. But imagine if they actually sang the way they were supposed to sing.
Yeah.
God damn, be quiet, family.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, if you guys hear it, if you guys hear like the music in the background, that's my aunt having a party for my.
Sounds like they're having
cousin.
karaoke over there.
That sounds like your
That sounds like your mom.
That sounds like your mom.
Yeah,
That is your
my
mom.
That is my mom. Now that you mention it, yeah.
Welcome Samoan's mom to the show.
Yeah.
If you guys were asked to be like on a TV show, like back then, like I don't know too many like TV shows where they had bands over, but I guess
Oh, LA TV, right? That was the one.
TV.
That was one
But I
of
mean,
these
especially
shows.
like those '80s ones where where you watch them on YouTube and they're like lip syncing. Would you guys, if you guys were invited to one,
Hell yeah, I would do that
you
shit.
guys would lip sync?
Man, I wouldn't lip sync. I don't sing at all, so I would lip sync.
Because I know one of my favorite bands, the Chameleons. They were asked to go to a show in Germany, not a show, a TV show in Germany, and they were like, "Oh yeah, you guys are gonna play live, and everyone's gonna hear like your actual voice." When they got there, they're like, "Oh no, you know what? There was a mistake. You guys have to lip sync." And what the singer did was, he wasn't even like on the microphone. He just kept going from like side to side to let everyone know that he wasn't gonna fucking, I guess, succumb or cave into like what the producers of the show or whatever wanted. But I mean, the fact that when you get on a TV show, it's for exposure,
Yeah.
So it isn't. So it's there's
I don't think I'd do
positives
it.
and negatives, but
The,
I mean-
the only TV show I would like to do would be Conan.
yeah, Conan's good.
I would like to do Conan.
Or the other one. What's that other one called?
Another
The Letterman?
Letterman
Yeah.
ended
It ended?
earlier last year.
Oh, I don't know. I don't keep up with those things, but
Yeah, me
I've
either.
seen
But I
some.
mean, I saw it for some
Or
reason.
Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Yeah, Jimmy Kimmel would be cool.
Jim Morrison got fucking shit talked because he said, "Can I take? Can we get hired?"
Oh yeah, back in the day they were super
You
sensitive with
can't
everything.
Say that on live TV and shit. He was promoting fucking usage of drugs.
Yeah,
People had like.
but
sticks up
nowadays
their
you
ass
could
back
not. Well, that was like 40, 50 years ago.
And
But
nowadays you hear fucking radio fucking personalities saying they're fucking high on the fucking live air.
yeah, things changed within the last couple years. It's crazy. It's crazy because I think nowadays you could even say bitch on TV.
Yeah, you can. That shit's. I remember I
As
started
long as
noticing
not
with like
directed
that
at
70s
somebody.
show, I think that was like one of the shows that sort of broke ground when they started saying like all these bad words like on the show.
As long as it's
there's
not directed at
especially
people,
like
you can
on
say
basic cable, because that wasn't like on HBO or something.
it. Basic cable. What is that, man? I don't know the black box.
I don't know what illegal cable. You get to watch all that shit.
Even better. After this, you can
But do you guys know any bands that have female singers?
Female singers?
Yes.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, but I mean like
Oh,
local,
okay.
like
Like in the
Band
local,
Maria's
yeah.
in,
There was
The band Maria's in?
I don't even think they're in a band anymore.
no.
They're not a band.
Or Maria Music is
All
also,
out of tech.
she's making, we know a girl that
Are
makes
you-
Yeah, Ramala had a
Is it
girl
on, like,
singer.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Local
That band.
scene?
yeah,
or
that like the
overall?
local scene, like
In the local scene, yeah, there was this band for a certain time. They had a female singer that was trying to imitate. They were trying to imitate. She was trying to imitate Gwen Stefani.
Well,
but,
that's how they found her. I think they found her because she used to do like No Doubt
but
covers.
it
or
wasn't
something.
bad. It wasn't
Yeah,
bad.
see,
at
this is
all.
what I was getting to. They found her, right? But not like just her, not the actual like her band and everything.
No, it was just her.
That's what I wondered. Like,
Well, when we first started, we had a girl singing for us.
you guys don't feel like with female-led, I guess, bands that the female sort of becomes the image of the band and they sort of push the band to like the back.
Well, we
That's
used, to
sort
have
of like-
we used to have a female drummer, so that's what got us a lot of attention. A lot of
'cause it
people would
does.
be like, "Oh, they have
like,
a girl drummer."
Like Blondie, for instance, everyone thinks that Deborah Harry's name is Blondie, but it's actually like the name of
yeah,
the
that's
band
the
and
name of the
everything.
band.
And then in a way, yeah, and then in a way it's sort of like a curse because if you want to be, I guess it would cause like frictions within the band, like
Like, if you
why
wanna
are
say-
you getting like
You
to
want-
be on the cover of everything and we get sort of pushed into the shadows.
It's more of an image thing when it comes to that, right? Like people tend to go to that instead of the aspect of the music. They're like, oh, the female singers and shit.
And it's not. I've noticed it's not only with like female-led bands. There's also, you know, Tears for Fears did that in OMD, and but yeah, obviously I don't think you guys are that type of band where you guys feel like someone's like the main, because you guys all write together, right? It is like one person writes and then they bring it all in and then you guys practice it. You guys all, when you guys are like, you know, jamming out, you guys bring everything.
Yeah, I guess I always like to call it that it's a group thing, because then in the end, some people just want to take like, there's like in some bands that just want to take credit for it all, like, you know, like, oh, I wrote this song, it's my. I don't like when people. This is the thing I hate. I hate when people say, my band, my song, my guitar player, my drummer, my this, my that, my that, like my that. I've been called, oh, this is my bassist, and I'm motherfucker, I'm my own bassist. Yeah. I'm not. I'm like, I play for the band that we play together, but I'm not my. I never said, oh, this is my trombone player, my drummer, that's my singer. You know, that feel like you're taking.
Who
like,
usually says those things? 'Cause I usually hear
there's
that
people
it's
there's people in bands that say that.
The vocalist that usually feels like they're the head of the band.
It's just like people say, oh yeah, oh that's my drummer, oh that's my blah blah. Like every time I've always referred, or like, oh, this is my band, come check out my band. I always say, come check out, and I put the band's name.
Yeah, we should do that.
Because in the end, you won't say, come check out my band, this and that, this and that. You gotta say, you know, like I've always been like that. Come check out. Unless you're on your own, you're playing guitar, you're playing the bass, you're playing the drums over here with your feet, and the keyboard with your fucking dick or something, you know, then fuck, it is your own band.
No, it's an equal thing, or else you know, you might leave someone out and they might, you know, get butthurt, or
it's not even about being butthurt, just understanding that you by yourself aren't the whole band.
It's the whole, there's no I in team shit.
Yeah.
Because I also feel like it'll build egos, you know, like it'll.
Yeah, it's like
someone will eventually
I've always
be like,
wanted.
I and meat pie.
It always has to be a positive.
I've always wanted to be in a band, but it takes more than just me to be in a band.
Yeah.
I need a drum. There's, you know, you need to have a drummer. You need to have a guitar player or whatever player. Depends what you want to do. You know, you can't just be like your own band unless you're like make it all yourself. Then.
Although I'll admit that there are some bands where I feel like one person is like the creative, you know, force behind everything.
Well, sometimes there are bands where probably one person does all of the work, and you know, that's why
other people just take advantage of
yeah.
And that's why usually like those, you know, the person like goes solo or something.
Yeah, that's where problems occur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like when you can make a CD and then, like for instance, we have ours, but I'll put that all the music was made by the band because the band is a name, but people know who played for the band. Not be like produced by or this and that certain individual. Everything's gonna be produced by the band, you know.
So credit to the band.
Because it took the whole band to make the songs.
Yeah,
that's true.
Going back to the albums, what you were saying about like, you know, the first album and everything. I've read articles, like, you know, I like to read articles about bands and how they started off, and usually they'll always say like the first one is their best, not because, you know, it might sound the best, because I guess they had more of a passion to do it. Like they had more drive to get in there.
Well, I think the first one is probably usually referred to the best is because it's their first time experiencing. Maybe if they've never been in a band, recording a CD, the process of going through recording, you know, seeing what your hard work is done beforehand to like actually recording. Yeah. You know, like there's people in bands that, or people that have played, like for instance in our scene, that, you know, came and went and they never recorded a CD. Yeah. There's like a demo version is cool, you know, but then years later you go back and listen to it and you're like, oh, we could have probably done it better. Yeah. You know, there's some bands out there that never recorded a CD and people just like, oh, you remember this band? That band was cool. Yeah. You remember that band? And like, yeah, they were cool, but then like, what happened? You know, like their music is like gone. So everybody has to take an advantage of at least recording once. And then the thing is, like, whether you make another one or not, that first one that you put your years of work into will still live on. Yeah. Especially nowadays, you could listen to music anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. And I mean, also the experience, like I guess because it's the first one, like everyone's, I'm not trying to like be general about it, but you know, there's bands who, when they're first recording, they're all getting along, and then as the years pass, they start to like, you know, start to crack, I guess. And I guess that makes the other recordings for other albums sort of less fun for them. I guess the experience of the first one's always like maybe the most memorable one.
Well, so far I haven't seen being in a band as work or anything like that, because I think once it starts turning into like, oh, you see it as work, that's when the fun goes out. I haven't seen it like that, so I haven't had that experience. So
you don't feel like there's a certain amount of like time you would want to do like music? Like you feel like this is like a forever thing, or you feel like I'm
It's
gonna do this
forever
for
for
like
me.
a
It's
little bit?
forever thing, yeah.
Oh, that's good. Because I know there's
Because there's some
bands who-
people that are like, oh yeah, they want to get big, they want to get famous. Like I said before, I think I said in the previous one that I've been wanting to play music since I was like in first grade. You know, and years down the road,
that's
like
true.
in like 10, 20 years, even if I'm not in a band and I'm still jamming out by myself, playing guitar, or hey Samoan, come over, play the drums, or hey Oscar and Samoan, let's jam out, and get Vic, this guy, what's his name, Gilbert. Let's get these other guys, like let's jam out again, like we used to back in the day. Doesn't mean that you're necessarily in a band, but you know the music is still there because the music has been flowing through
Yeah.
us for years.
Besides the bands, you know, I have like my own personal music too. So
Okay, that's cool.
I've probably made up a bunch of songs that I never actually kept track of because sometimes I just get the guitar or the bass or something and I just play. I don't think I'm making, I'm gonna make a song, I'm gonna make this. I just start playing, you know, sometimes it sounds good and then I'll be like, hey, let's try this out. But there's probably like a bunch of
Ideas
things
that
that,
just like
come and gone. I try to record all of them now because it's more easy. But
so music is like the number one thing for you and you.
I mean, who doesn't listen to music on
Yeah,
a daily
that's
I
basis?
think it's therapy.
Yeah, yeah, it could be. I mean, especially lyrics or the way it sounds, it brings out something.
Even if when you're not listening to like music, how many times aren't you like
Thinking of
humbling
it
or
as
singing a song
Yeah,
in your
that's
head or
yeah.
thinking of something?
That's true. Do you feel like, cause at Gabby's birthday, Gabby who was on the show before, I think one of her bosses told me that you can't try to master everything all at once. Like you have to focus on one thing, and then once you've mastered that, move on to another thing.
That
Do you guys
sounds
believe
like-
that's true? Like,
I think so.
because if you try to master all these things, you're never gonna accomplish it. I mean, someone out there probably will, but I mean, for like the general population, I guess, if you try to master everything all at once, you're really not gonna get anywhere. So it's focus on one thing, master it,
Yeah.
and then try to move on to the next. So what do you guys agree with that or not?
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's like me trying to become better at guitar and then become better at bass. I can't do both at the same time.
All right, so
Can't be like, oh, okay, today I'm gonna fucking become the best I can at guitar. Yeah, right. Because sometimes playing the guitar and be like, nah, let me get my bass. Let me do this. What I want.
Was Gabby's boss Tomo?
Yeah, he's the one who said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was
Shout-
Gabby boss Tomo or was
Yeah,
the
no,
guy?
Tomo, yeah.
Or he's
Tomo.
trying to say was the
Really
guy
cool
that
guy,
you're
yeah.
talking about?
Yeah, Tomo.
Shout outs to Hyperkinetics, you know.
Oh yeah. If you guys haven't checked out their website, check it out.
Like taverns.
Yeah, the Epic Tyrant's coming out soon, an app. You guys should check it out. They have light twitches all the time, so check it out.
Do you guys have music videos?
Music videos, no.
But you've talked to me in the past saying that you'd like to.
I've actually, one time I came up with like a whole script and I guess I would call it, I don't know, script or a whole idea of a music video for a song. Never done it, but sometimes it just comes into my head like, oh, I'm listening, like, I don't know, like listening to a song or just imagining the song and what it actually portrays.
Okay.
I actually wanted to do like film before, but
We have light footage, but that's about it.
yeah. I
And
actually have a
that-
video of when we played at like in Riverside in 2010, I think.
What you said though about like how you go back to thinking about that same idea, I think that's usually like a good idea. If it sticks around long enough, then it's a good
Yeah,
idea.
it's still in my head nowadays.
Yeah, and usually like if you keep thinking about it, it's something that you really want to get out,
Yeah.
see it come to fruition or whatever. Is fruition the right word?
I don't know, but I like
Is that
the
a fruit?
I don't know. It sounds
No,
like
it
fruit.
is.
Oh, it
Sounds
is.
like
Alright.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Leave this guy.
Oh, that'd be pretty cool. You don't have anything you wanted to talk to us about the idea? Tell us about the idea.
Nah.
Is it like just like a band playing live, or is it like some
Nah,
sort of like
it's
story?
it
There's like a
actually
story.
actually the band would come in once in a while, but it's more like a storyline.
Oh, okay,
like-
that's pretty cool. So it's actually like sort of like like a music video, like
Yeah.
basically like a mini movie. Or
I mean,
whatever.
back in the day when I used to watch music videos used to have like a whole story.
Yeah, those were cool. I mean, obviously there's ones that bands were just to play live, which were cool too. But I feel like that is another attraction that if you have a music video, it could definitely pull
I'm
in
doing like
more.
rock and roll high school where I'm at a school, sitting down, tapping my feet, and then it blows up.
That's pretty cool, man.
But I can do it.
Like there's bands that get big without music videos also. I mean, Ramones had videos, but
They were super cheesy.
Yeah, they were super.
But then again,
and
that
they're
was
very
a
low
long-
budget.
that
Yeah,
was a
that's
long
true.
time ago.
But I mean, the '80s were. They're not an '80s band. They're '70s, '80s, and '90s. But I think '80s is when music videos really started to push the boundaries of what they could do. With like bands like Duran Duran and Michael Jackson and all these other bands who would like fucking go all out with music videos.
Yeah. MTV status.
Yeah, I remember when I used to watch. I used to stay up like Saturday nights with my cousin, even with his brother, and then we'd be like, oh, we'd watch like the Ludacris video. We're like, oh, that video's funny. Oh, that video's cool. Oh, that one sucks.
I kind of miss that, you know. I kind of miss like all those music video programs, you know. Like, yeah, I was probably like too late for the best part of MTV. You know, I was probably too young to watch like the good stuff. I
Even
wasn't
like in the
born
early
yet.
thousands, you could still get away
Yeah, there was
with
like what was it? Fucking TLC or something? I don't know, what was it?
TRL.
TRL. There you go, TLC.
I remember because
Yeah.
Tom Green's song, the Bum song. I remember that music video, and then
Wait, who hosted TRL?
Carson
Carson Daly, right?
Daly,
Yeah. And I like to see another one of those programs. Do they still have those around? I know
they-
VH1
I
still
think
plays like
Fuse
music
TV
videos.
still
Sometimes.
has something like that.
MTV became.
I know there's a network called Mundos also. I think that plays all
Oh
kinds of
yeah,
bands.
there's a funny story about Mundos. About
yeah.
us.
You
Tell
could
us.
actually get on there.
We a long time ago we played for my cousin's school, a little battle of the bands. We didn't think anything serious of it. Point is, we won one of them, and then we got to play at Musicians Institute for it was like a battle of the bands, and if you won, you would go play like, where was it? Dublin, in Ireland.
Dublin, Ireland.
So we played, and then the crowd was like behind our backs. Back then, I don't think we sounded that good, but compared to now, but you know, back then we thought we were good. So point is that there was judges, and two of the judges happened to be from Mundos. And I remember the whole crowd, like the whole time, every band, like 6 or 7 acts came before us because we're the second to last band because they kept, I guess, the quote unquote best bands best artists towards the end. So we played second to last. The whole time, the crowd would just like, the band would go up, they would present them, they would play, people would clap. And then when we played, everybody, because we sold a lot of tickets, a lot of our family went,
Yeah,
a lot of our friends went, and like the whole school that we were helping out, they went too. So we had it, like everybody stood up, the people came to the front, which everybody the whole time had just been sitting down, and the people started saying like, what the hell, you know what's going on here? So we played, we had the whole crowd like on its feet and everything, and then the artist after us, I guess their people that they took said, oh well, we're gonna do the same thing. So they got up and they came to the front, you know. So it was cool, we had a good reaction. But I remember when the results came in, the band after us won, and so we're like, whatever. So we're outside, and these two guys came up to us to talk to us, and they happened to be from Mundos, and they said, oh, you know, everybody had voted for you guys, you know, like the result that all the judges had, you guys were supposed to win, but this thing, you know, the people having the battle of the bands wanted an American band to go represent them in over there in Ireland, but since you guys sang in Spanish, they didn't think that was American.
Oh, what the fuck?
So that's what they
awful.
told us, you know, and they're like, so you guys were technically supposed to win, but you guys aren't winning because
We could have gone to Ireland.
yeah, because you guys aren't singing in English.
That's some racist ass shit.
So that happened to us, and then they're like, here's our card, contact us. And then once one of our friends did, and we were supposed to go like record this whole like
I think you told me
CD
about that,
and
right?
all these
like
things,
the,
yeah.
the record.
It was
people,
a whole-
you
it was a
guys
whole
kept,
big
like,
deal.
Sort of like playing cat and mouse.
yeah,
with
that's
the-
what happened, and then yeah, that thing happened.
Yeah, that sucks.
That was
It was a
pretty
pretty
funny.
good
Well, I mean,
That
that's
was a
the
good
industry for you, though, you know.
Yeah.
You
That's
can't
life.
sleep on it too long. It's cool.
You might have another chance down the road, though. I mean,
Yeah, I want to get signed to
maybe not to
Interscope.
Mundos or like record companies though are fucked up, you know. It's sort of
It
you
always
sort of,
is.
You sort
It's
of have
always
to
gonna
like
be.
be very careful with like signing contracts and you don't want to be like fucking trapped into like a contract where you have to make like fucking 8 albums for a record company and then you're
You ever
not
seen
happy
that
there.
movie Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg?
Oh, that's a good movie.
No, I
man.
haven't.
He's
You haven't
like,
seen that movie?
No.
they get him,
Damn.
you know, he signs, he's gonna play with them, but they want him to be exactly like the other guy.
Yeah.
And then he finally realized why the other guy quit. And then he saw somebody in the crowd, which was like him before he joined the band, and he's like, here, you sing, get up here, and he leaves.
Yeah, well, those are like the stupid stories you hear. How when you sign up and then all of a sudden they want something commercial, you know, like the band I was talking about, the Chameleons. They were gonna work with producers that fucking basically made U2 famous and other bands, and they were like, all right, because their songs are sort of like post-punk and dream pop. So their songs would go from like maybe, I don't know, 4 minutes to 7 minutes. They're like, no, you gotta cut the songs like in half, make them shorter.
Well,
so
yeah,
they
back
could
then.
have
Well, yeah,
radio
back then
play.
there used to be a lot of things like like even when Ray Charles came out, that song can't be on the radio, you know, or like even Johnny Cash and even like other people, you know.
And,
Yeah, Chuck Berry, like Miles Davis was like a fucking known to be
There's
like
always gonna be someone putting someone else down.
Yeah,
badass too.
and they didn't go for it, and eventually they got dropped by the record label. But I feel like eventually you do have to compromise something. I mean,
You're not always gonna have it your way.
yeah, you do have to compromise in order to. I mean, obviously you're not in it for them, but if you do want it for exposure, you know, you want to get your music out, and that's like a good way, you know, to get your music out. Obviously, don't fucking say yes to everything.
Or
Obviously.
like this girl right here, Selena, in the background. She went through a lot of shit with her style of music too, because
Didn't
she didn't speak Spanish.
Yeah, didn't she go through like a bullet or something?
Yeah, that too. A bullet went through her. Sad.
But
By her
that's the
best
whole
friend.
point. She fused us
Yeah.
together.
She like
And made her exposure go more well-rounded.
and like she couldn't talk in Spanish. She could talk in English, but couldn't talk in Spanish and would sing in Spanish. So that was
Eventually,
like
she learned Spanish, though, didn't she? Or she would just
she
learn
wouldn't
for,
talk
for the
like
music.
she
for
didn't
the song.
talk like
like obviously
how-
like us or
yeah.
something. She was sort of like, I guess.
You mean us?
I mean, not like
Spanish?
I mean like us, how we could talk
I'm
Spanish.
American.
Yeah, broken down Spanish.
Yeah.
And whoa, wait, where were they from? They were from Texas, right?
Yeah.
And over there, it's sort of like that whole like Chicano
Tex-Mex,
thing where you know
yeah.
you're Hispanic but you don't speak Spanish. That's
Yep.
usually like the thing.
Tex-Mex.
That's why they have those hard shell tacos over there, right? They don't have the real deal tacos with the
Is there
two
more beer?
tortillas.
Oh, no, here.
That's where Taco Bell came from, right?
Yeah, I think it came from
Hey,
Texas.
why do people say Taco Bell give them diarrhea though? I still have yet to get
To
diarrhea.
get diarrhea from Taco Bell?
You
I
know
never
what?
gotten diarrhea from Taco
Domino's from Guatemala gives me diarrhea. Let me tell you the story.
What?
I think I've told you before.
That's a random
We
story.
were traveling to go to the pyramids or whatever, and on the road, all of a sudden, my stomach starts hurting like fucking crazy, and I'm like, shit, we gotta stop. So I go into like the little forest right there. I take a dump. Like I guess 15 minutes
Bell.
later.
Did you wipe with a leaf?
No, they had toilet paper, and then like 15 minutes later, it happened again. And there was like trucks passing by and cars passing by. I was
You're
like,
on the
fuck.
side.
Right there.
And eventually we
Wait,
get
did
to
you
like
dump like outside, like in the?
yeah, like
They
in the
just walked in.
woods.
Oh, that's cool.
And eventually we got to this church. Was like I guess halfway to where we're gonna go.
Oh,
and,
you're scared because you're going to church, huh?
Not that, and we went to these stalls, and obviously it's like an impoverished country and all that. And I thought there were gonna be toilets, but there were no toilets. There were just holes in the ground.
Oh, you
Oh.
never had that
And-
before, or what?
No, I mean I have, but I mean not like I thought like in a place where there was gonna be like a tourist attraction. I thought there'd be toilets or something, but there was just a hole, and I missed the hole.
I drank the log, bro, before I got there.
Damn. That's crazy. Just
It just
That used to
landed
be,
next
you,
to the
you
hole.
know my grandma's house. You remember my grandma's
Yeah.
house, right, Samoan?
Yeah, I remember.
I would always hate having I would always try to take like the most dumps I could like during the day, but because at night you had to go all the way to the back with a little flashlight to a little shed with a fucking hole on the floor, and that's where you had to go take a dump. I don't
No,
know.
like, I remember one time I had to take a dump in Mexico, and it was the same deal with my grandpa's house. So you know the fucking porta potty, I like to call them.
Yeah.
They're like over there. So I walked, and then I looked inside, and there was fucking lizards in there. There were shit lizards. They were like just there
Oh,
chilling
shit.
on top, and they're just like looking, and I'm like, fuck it, I
Damn.
gotta go.
Did you shit on top of it?
Well, yeah, I had to go,
They were
man.
waiting for you to shit?
Yeah.
You're like, hell yeah, here comes lunch.
Yeah. That shit was crazy as fuck. There were like a bunch of lizards on there. I was like, damn, that's
chocolate covered lizards or what? Oh, look, our-
Technically, they
our
could still
lucky
get some
day.
sort of nutrients out of that thing,
Next thing
right?
is spicy.
I was watching that fucking Rob Dyrdek show. What was it? What's it called?
No.
The
Fantasy
Fantasy?
Factory?
Final Fantasy.
Fantasy
Final
Factory?
Fantasy Factory?
And there was this video of this elephant who stuck its trunk in another elephant's ass,
Yep.
pulled out shit, and I think it even grabbed some and put it into its
Oh,
mouth.
you're thinking about ridiculousness.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's the show.
That
Fantasy
one.
Factory is that other stunt
Yeah,
thing,
right.
right?
That's his. He does it. He did a reality TV one, and then he did the.
Yeah, and then he did the other one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that before.
It's just basically a knockoff.
You seen that video with the hyena that puts his head into the elephant's ass and bites it or something? And then he puts his head out because he's trying, because they can't get through the elephant's skin because it's so thick. So when a hyena eats an elephant, it eats it through its ass.
Oh
So
fuck.
the hyena puts its head in its ass and I guess bites something in there. And like the hyena is
Doodle
like,
Brown.
Yeah.
no, it's like a black and white video. It's like, because it's like a night and shit. And he
Sick
puts
ass
his
rim job.
head and shit. And then like the hyena all of a sudden starts struggling. He fucking pops out and like a huge bubble comes out of the elephant's butt. Like it's just like a pimple coming, like a balloon being blown
Oh
up, like,
shit.
and like it just
Like-
blows up.
like a
But
Little
it doesn't
Giants,
pop,
where
and then it
kids
just
little
runs
away.
that
Oh.
little bugger, that little bubble bugger thing from Little
Yeah,
Giants.
because I mean, think about it. There's no fucking way to eat an elephant for animals except like going through the feces by like the mouth, the
Damn.
eye, like the butthole.
That's
I guess.
intense.
Dude, the fucking hyena's head was like, you know how hyenas have huge necks?
Yeah.
It was like halfway, and he was all in there, and then he starts struggling. He gets out, huge bubble, just like.
Whoopi Goldberg played a hyena.
Yeah,
in
and
the-
Cheech
Oh,
Marin
yeah.
also.
Yeah, yeah.
Who was the other one?
No idea.
Oh, that one guy. I think it was Dennis Leary. I think.
Okay.
Fuck Dennis Leary. I don't like.
Why not? He came out in the Sandlot.
He was cool there.
I like
But
his face.
Oh, you ever seen Rescue Me?
yeah, I don't
That
really
show's
like
pretty
that
cool.
show.
Hey,
Oh my
fuck
God,
you.
I like his face. That's the reason I like his face.
He reminds me. He reminds me of William Dafoe.
Jokes
Heat
from
for
like
that
cool
show.
people.
A lot of people give him heat for that shit.
Oh, I see.
You
What was
get
it? What do you call those? Fucking. No, I was gonna say sexual innuendo, but there was nothing sexual about that.
Which one?
Fucking.
It's about
It
firefighters.
was a joke.
Oh no, no, I know, I get it though. That was like a double entendre. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
All right, so do you guys ever like? Would you guys ever like to like fucking do South America, like a tour around South America? I've always wanted
I'd
to
like
travel
to.
around that, but I mean, as a band, it must be cool, like to.
The one place I would like to go would be Panama.
I'm like, that
Oh,
sounds
cool.
dangerous.
I was wondering
down there. I don't know.
Argentina,
There's a canal.
Puerto
It's-
Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Well, it sounds good. An idea.
That would be pretty cool.
I wouldn't mind. I would like to do that, but
You guys don't grab any influence from like I guess Spanish rock bands like. I know you like Hombres He, but
he
you
sure
don't.
does like hombres.
I don't like hombres gay. Like, what do you mean?
Like,
You guys don't feel like they've influenced you in
Yeah,
any way?
to me, Hombres has a lot of other like Spanish bands have.
You guys don't like Soda Stereo?
I don't know.
You don't know their music?
Maybe.
No, they're pretty cool.
I don't
I'll
know.
check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
There's always a chance to check it out, you know.
I mean, it's also because I mean that's, I guess a lot of the Spanish rock bands back then sort of came from South America.
Yep.
So it'd be cool if you guys went down there and played. You know,
Like
Sort of get-
like Los Fabulosos Cadillac.
I haven't heard
They're
of
from
them.
down there, right?
Yeah, they're from somewhere down there.
No, they're Spaniards.
Spaniards. Whoops.
Oh, are they?
Never mind.
Mono Chao.
Must be cool to play Spain too.
Chavez from Spain.
Mono Chao's another big influence.
Spain. Yeah. That's where our ancestors came from.
Yeah.
Half of them.
Scape. Oh yeah, they're from over there too.
Hey, Filipinos are sort of
They're
ancestors
cousins with
from
us.
Spain, right?
Yeah.
Because they have like the Spanish last
Mexican
names.
Yeah.
And they're not allowed to play in like fucking the Middle East.
Who?
Escape.
They're not allowed to play in the U.S. either.
Tampoco.
Yeah. They came over here because
Why
they
not?
figured out a way to sneak them in here.
Very political song.
All right.
A
No,
lot
I
of political shit.
Their lyrics.
Oh yeah. As far as lyrics go, what are lyrics that? Obviously, I put two songs already. There was Adicción and there was What was the other song? Do you remember?
Intenciones, I think.
Oh yeah, Intenciones.
Oh look, here comes this guy plays guitar for us right now. Just in
Is
case
that
you're
Juan?
wondering.
Hey, what's up,
Yeah.
Jet?
That's the famous Jet Jackson.
Benny and the Jet.
Yeah.
Jets.
Oh look, he's wearing a gorilla shirt. So Jet. That's Danny. I think you met him before.
What's up, Jet?
It's sexy for you saying.
What's
Oh yeah. So fuck. Where was I?
All the songs that we. What
Oh
was it?
yeah, the lyrics.
Adicción?
A lot of the lyrics. Like Adicción is about.
What do you think it was about?
I don't know. I mean, as far as when I listen to music, I feel like it's a subjective thing. I don't think it's like there's a certain meaning to it. I mean,
I think it was
to
about
the
drugs.
writer there is,
Well,
but I mean, to the
Adicción,
listener-
Adicción was based off of anything that anybody feels addicted to. Pretty
Okay.
much. But it's like whatever your addiction is, if you have some type of vice, whatever it is that you feel like you can't go without, then that's what it is for you. It doesn't mean it's gonna be specifically about like one thing. People probably think that it could be like a drug addiction or about alcohol, which
About
is
a
kind
woman
yeah,
or-
you
Everyone
know,
has their own
a lot of things.
interpretation to
So whatever you interpret that song to be, that's what the song is for you. That's what music should. I like
Yeah,
music
oh yeah,
being
that's what I was
about.
saying. Like, it should be subjective. It shouldn't just be like, all right, this song is about this, and if you think it's about something else, you're wrong. You know? You guys feel like that's what music should be, like subjective?
Well,
There should be a meaning behind it, right?
I'm pretty sure there's a song that could make me feel sad as shit and make someone feel super happy. And it'll be the same song, you know. And then why are you so fucking sad? Why are you so happy?
Yeah.
And that's because.
But you guys don't have like certain themes like for your lyrics, like I know there's some bands that have just like basically like sexual lyrics, or there's bands that just talk about like politics. But you guys have like, are you guys like well-rounded?
right.
with, like,
Yeah, I like
lyrics?
to say a little bit of everything.
We write based on what we feel at the moment, I guess. Based on what's happening at the moment.
And is there only one lyricist in the group, or do you guys get to like have input with the lyrics?
There's a lot-
I don't mess with that stuff.
You don't
That's
mess with
usually
lyrics?
them.
It's always been me and his brother most of the time. But
Yeah.
then there's some songs where a lot of other people had their input in it. And then one of the songs that we have, one of our friends helped us out with it, which he does like hip hop and like stuff like
Yeah,
that,
we mentioned.
which we mentioned earlier.
Palabra.
So he helped us out with that, you know.
As far as do you guys play covers?
We used to. We did a Bismarcky
Oh yeah,
cover.
Bismarcky.
We
Did you guys do Caifanes one time too?
yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
did
did
Caifanes.
Caifanes.
We oh no, we didn't. Which one? What else did we do? Oh, we did the Monster Mash a long ass time ago.
I don't think I was there for that. But I was there for the Caifanes one.
You were there for the Bismarcky one too. We did it
Yeah,
at the,
that was at
House
the House
of
of
Blues.
Blues. Yeah, I was there. Yeah, that wasn't that Gilbert singing? No.
No, that was somebody else.
I also guess Tarzan.
I remember when you guys did it in Scalo.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
we
yeah,
did
yeah. We did at
Scalloween,
Scalloween too. Oh, you know.
The Queen Mary? Was that what you did?
No, that was
it was
another.
close.
That was another band.
Close though.
Yeah, we did it at right there.
It was close to the Queen Mary though.
Oh, okay.
It
so
was like
Long
Where we
Beach, right?
played at
Yeah,
the
it was
outside
at Long
stage.
Beach.
Yeah, that show was cool. That it's funny that the thing that he's talking about, that's Halloween. It was like in by HP, and the funny thing is, right there, the drummer for the Germs lived there in his van, apparently. Cause I ran into him there, and I was talking to him, and he apparently lived right there. Which the Germs to me are like a band that's like one of my favorite bands. So I'm like,
And they were only around for like what,
a
2
like
years?
yeah. And then I was like, oh shit, you live here, you live here in your van, but I see him in Hollywood like once in a while.
I was watching this video where fucking Henry Rollins, right, from
Yeah.
Black Flag, he was telling about this story, and I always thought he was like a crazy ass guy, but in this video he seemed like calm and like.
The thing about Henry Rollins, I met him in person once.
Yeah, I remember. I saw
And
your
I
picture.
remember when I met him, I called one of my friends, Josh, that I used to be in a band with, and I'm like, dude, I'm like with Henry Rollins, and then I passed him the phone. Remember, and Henry Rollins just gave like a huge speech. And they're like, hey, what's up? I'm Henry Rollins. I'm blah, blah, blah. He was talking super quick. So like, you don't know who I am. I don't know who. No, it's like I don't know who you are, but you probably know who I am. And he starts talking. If we ever come across the street, come say, hey, what's up to me, and blah blah. Okay, bye. And then I just go, hello, and my friend's super like in shock. Dude, was it really him? I'm like, yeah, he's like right here, right in front of me. That guy speaks his mind like super quick, but he's super passionate about the things that he talks about.
He's an intelligent guy. You know, I like when you meet your, I guess, I don't know, musical heroes, or just people who you think are cool from bands, and they're actually like cool people and not like assholes, you know?
Like, I met Pat Smear from the Germs too, and it didn't click in my head at that moment. I was so hyped that he was from the Germs that it didn't come into my head that he also played for Nirvana and the Foo Fighters.
Oh shit.
That didn't even come into my head. I was so like, oh damn, he plays for the Germs. He was a guitar player for the Germs. That's crazy. And then later on, when I was watching Nirvana Unplugged, I was like, damn, I met that guy. I was like, wait, I fucking met this guy, and he plays for the fucking Foo Fighters, and for he played for Nirvana too. And which is crazy because he experienced 2 singers committing suicide with the Germs and Nirvana.
What would you guys do in that situation? Like if, like I remember when I was reading about Joy Division, like a lot of the lyrics were very depressing, and the band members would just say like, oh, you know, it's not really what he's thinking. It's just for like, I guess for the audience or something. If you guys were like, say, your singer was writing lyrics about like suicide or just seeming very depression, would you guys try to get involved and try to help them out, or just sort of like?
So I guess I have to.
Yeah, I've known the guy my whole life, so yeah,
He's my brother,
of course.
I have to, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean.
I'm pretty sure in those situations they kind of do, but it, like, since they're surrounded by, like, they're way bigger than us in the musical aspect, that, you know, they could go their own separate way after, like, oh cool, we'll see you later, because, you know, it's after that it's kind of a business, you know. We'll see you when we have to see you, and we'll practice when we have to practice, because they don't practice every day like, you know, like how we do. when they get together to write an album, they're like, all right, we're gonna hit the studio and we're gonna.
Yeah, and then they go on like on their own ways. They have like their vacations
Yeah.
to do all that, and then they.
So I'm pretty sure they're like, all right, cool, and they keep contact with people. But I mean, you can't control somebody's actions 24/7.
Yeah, that's true. Going back to the heroes thing though, do you guys feel like there's this? I think there's like this saying about how never meet your heroes or something, because you know they might turn out to be assholes.
I like to meet Sade.
Oh yeah, you posted something on Instagram. Right?
Yeah, I fucking love that. Bitch.
Yeah, she has great music.
She does.
Well, the only one I would have probably wanted to meet, they're all dead. So
yeah,
I
that's
can't
true.
really-
Like
can't
Marvin
meet
Gaye's,
'em.
he's dead. I can't
Yeah.
meet that guy.
And yeah, Marvin Gaye must have been cool.
You didn't see it?
Must have been cool to party with. And you obviously, I'm
Like,
assuming
I'm pretty
Johnny
sure.
Ramone.
Yeah, I would have
and
liked to meet Johnny
Joey
Ramone and Joey and Dee Dee.
Dee too. And they all went by too quick.
They all left in their 50s.
Yeah.
They all shook like.
It's crazy how the.
No, it's,
Oh no, and fucking Tommy died not that long ago
Yeah.
either. So it's like.
I met Marky. I met Marky Ramone.
Yeah, I remember.
I
It's
caught
like-
his drumstick too, and I got it signed. That's like my treasure.
That sucks. Like, it sucks when your favorite band is no longer around to like, you know, for you to see live. Or
That's
if they're
true.
like they're split up and they're not gonna get along and they're never gonna have like a reunion show or something. Do you guys feel like that sort of, I don't know, as
That sucks
As
because
a
I would
fan,
have
you
liked to see like
respect
well, I don't know, all the bands that I kind of like have never split up because they all kind of like the members died. Like I would have liked to see the Clash.
yeah, the Clash were cool. But
Like-
Joe Strummer died like what, like in the early '90s or
Yeah,
late '80s
late
something?
I think. Obviously the Ramones they broke up in 1995, and then what like the Germs passed away. Like a lot of bands, I would have loved to see like I'm pretty sure he would have liked to see Marvin Gaye live
For
too.
sure, yeah. Him and
Bob
Rafi
Marley.
Pagan. Who? Rafi Pagan.
Who's that?
He's también like he's like a Latin fucking oldie singer.
Oh yeah?
Pretty cool
I heard
stuff,
him.
yeah.
I'll check him out.
You know, have you heard the song I Wanna Make It With You? I wanna make it
Hey,
with
what does this
you.
mean?
Is
What is this
something
for?
we could make it.
I think so. It sounds
Yeah,
vaguely
oldies,
familiar.
oldies.
That's crazy.
Who else? I would have liked to see the original Misfits though, but that's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah, I heard that. Well, I mean, especially because of Jerry Only, right?
Yeah,
He's
that guy
fucking everything
sucks
up.
at singing.
Him and his fucking receding hairline with his. What was it?
He has a devil lock
yeah,
from back
the one
here.
from back here. It's like a ponytail. He's just bringing to the front.
Hey, still rushed up.
He still does, but you has it from like right here to the front.
It's just,
You gotta do it. You gotta work with what you got.
Ego takes
Yeah,
over.
He has actually the crazy part is he has members from like Black Flag playing with him, and Black
Yeah.
Flag will never
The
get back
guitarist, right?
together with like Keith Morris. Keith Morris is the original singer. I met Keith Morris too.
And then after that was Henry Rollins, right?
Yeah.
And then after that was someone.
No, actually, there's like Keith Morris, and there was like a bunch of different singers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like a bunch of their homies.
Like yeah, there's a lot of too many.
I think the
Way
punk
too
scene
many.
was more united at that point of the whole era of that.
The one band that I
aspect.
would wish they would get back together for a couple shows would be Minor Threat. I would like to see Minor Threat.
Anyone you'd like to see, like fucking.
Well, they still
Play
play.
again?
They still play. They play in France. They're a French band called Air.
Oh, okay,
I'm just
yeah.
waiting
They're
for-
they're very like ethereal type music, right?
Yeah, they made the soundtrack for the Virgin Suicides. Really good movie.
Okay. Yeah.
Really good movie.
I know.
You know, yeah, I listen to a lot of their stuff on Amazon, like just like previews, and I really like their stuff, so I'm probably
It's pretty
interested
good
in
stuff.
buying.
Moon Safari is a good album, and Love Too. It's a good album.
All right, I think we're gonna end it here. If we
No,
have
we're
any
not.
more-
We still got stories to say. No, I'm playing. We'll save that for part 3.
It was definitely part 3. All
Part
right, guys.
3,
So
part 4, part 5, part 6.
if John thinks of a song to add, we'll definitely like add it in.
Me and Timon are gonna make a song right after this, and
Yeah.
then we'll
We're gonna
add
come
that
up with a
one.
jingle and add it. All right, see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.